Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Another edition of Beyond Game Day. Today we speak all things football. We've got a legend in town. I've always promised to bring you, our viewer. His country's number one, still regarded as the big man between the posts. Kaizer Chiefs legend, Itumeleng Khune. Itu joins me in studio, joins me Beyond Game Day. Itu, welcome to the show. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. I know we are here to speak derby, but Chief, me and you, we come a long way.
I know.
I was actually saying upstairs before we started, conversation, that the last time I chatted with him, you were still at Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
You and I, you haven't retired. You're here now. You retired from playing, but you have not retired entirely from the game. Speak to us. How's it been?
No, thanks, Brati, for having me. Yeah, it's been a really good ride on and off the pitch. And now, obviously, we are working with big brands. And I've been working with Carling Black Label because it has opened doors for me during my playing days. But I was leading with votes every season whenever players had to be voted.
Were those votes rigged?
They were not. Actually, someone once told me, it's embarrassing for Orlando Pirates and embarrassing for Pirates players because they never get close to your votes
almost
alone.
The whole team alone,
combined. So sometimes we take from you, we share amongst the players so that they can get some respect from the fans also. So fans, I'm very grateful for the love and support that they've shown throughout my footballing career because they've gone all out. And I'm happy that I was also driven every time I stepped on the field to leave everything on the field for them because they used to show with the votes, they used to show with the love. Everywhere I go into the store to buy a loaf of bread, the whole store will come to a standstill. People appreciating what I do on the field. And I knew that it came with a heavy load. But for me, because of God-given talent that God has blessed me with, it was always easy to go on the field and just leave everything for 90 minutes, and put smiles on their faces. And even now, after I've stopped playing, they are still giving me, still showing me the love.
How tough is it to do? And I say, how tough is it? Because yes, you're a performer. Let's call it what it is. You perform when you're entertainer, you're a performer when you're on the field of play. Yes, it's your job. But there's also, a Thabiso who's not on TV.
Yeah.
Or in front of camera. There's an Itu who, when he's taken off the jersey, yes, the jersey is the life, culture, but there's an Itu who's also actually round lapo, sit down, shabanda. How tough is it to that balancing act? I find it tough, personally, on my side.
Yeah, no, it's tough. But again, I think the way I plan my life, because I told myself, I don't want to have children while I was still playing. It was going to be a distraction.
Yeah.
I understand I wouldn't have reached the level that I've reached playing because I would have needed to be with my kids when they are sick. I'm at camp, the wife calling, I'm at the hospital. So I decided I will start having kids with the woman of my life towards the end of my playing career. And it worked exactly the way I planned it because immediately, my season or two, that's when I had my first born or Amkhelang. And obviously the coaches, as they came in, Kaizer Chiefs, Nakubafana, they'll say, things are no longer the same like before.
Yeah.
Because of your age, we need you to change in room to motivate other players. You won't play all the matches. So sometimes they will just say, you didn't make the team this time around. We'll just
Was it a tough one to accept that?
No. Instead of them maybe not giving me the respect I deserve, it would have been banks of feel disrespected after what I've done for the game. But I'm happy with every coach that came in, gave me that respect to say, first thing first day, I'm going to sit you down. With your age, I was once there. And I don't want to play you many games to a point where even after others couldn't tell me that, I would be the one going to tell them to say, after playing Saturday, it takes me 3 days to recover fully.
Asafana kuqala,
Yes.
yazi kuqala usigijima naba-tripod ushaye 3-hour shifts, 25-hour shifts. Manje, I was saying, guys, you know, understand, Uchi, the alarm goes off at 3. But I set it for 2:45. That 15 minutes, fine.
That's what happens, Nagimi. So I gave the coaches Nami that respect. When they felt to go to know Uitu feels entitled to start every game. That's when I was like, Coach, Kunzim.
Yeah.
If I play Saturday, by Tuesday, I haven't recovered.
Only as Wednesday.
Already, Monday is a second pin for Tuesday night game, and I haven't fully recovered. So at least that respect, the way corner amongst the coaches, Nami, we had to sit down and find a common goal to say, Yazini, I understand there's young ones coming behind me. Let me groom them. And let's give them an opportunity to play. I can't play all the matches anymore. So that's what happened. Even the club bosses agreed to say, Itu, we understand your cries, but it was meant to happen. 25 years of service, it wasn't a child's play, Mr.
Yeah, no, ngiyazi kahle baba. No, ngiyazi kahle ingakho ngithi, and most important nje okusho kunezinto isikhathi sokuthi uqala umndeni.
Yes.
Because ngicabanga ukuthi mina now, if there's one thing engiyaziyo, nami ngiqale late. So I know the feeling ukuthi you got a young one who still wants to daddy, run around you like, hey, yazi this one I can understand. You know.
Yeah, but again, Mr.
How is hope?
It would have been nice for them to be able to watch Daddy play for the longest time.
I wanted to go there. Which, you know, I'm sure there's something which as if Mhlambe had had my kids earlier, would have seen me in my prime.
Yes, but the one who remembers is the firstborn, Amukhela.
Yeah.
She still remembers Daddy used to play for Kaiser Chiefs.
Daddy,
as soon as we drive past FNB Stadium, that's Daddy's
work
stadium. Then Olisedi, the young one, is the one who always look around Nikulumanga. So yabona ukuthi inanokungizisa kabuhlungu, but again impilo esiphilayo, we have TVs, they have access, kudlalwa ama-advert, at least sikhona ukusebenza nama-sponsor nathi manje. Then they would always throw in the highlights ukuthi this is what Itu used to do during his playing days. And I'll be happy mangibona Olisedi, the second born, as I just saw Daddy on TV. And manje futhi, it's an honor and privilege to be working at SABC, being an analyst. So akusabukelwa other channels manje. When Daddy leaves, they know it's going to SABC, and they know how to operate the remote now. By Tata, they switch to their own channel with the SABC 1, 2, or 3, and then Mangbuya, Daddy, we're watching you on TV. And in I'm like, I wish they would have seen me play
in my prime.
It's noma kukhulunywa nge-distribution 101 bazi ukuthi who implemented it, who took it to a whole different level.
Somebody's standing behind the camera and watching distribution 101. I heard that. But it speaks of the talent and who it was on the field of play. When we speak of distribution 101, I remember when you started posting it when the socials, because again, speak late into the social media. But most people get up and go, hey, distribution 101, Instagram, none. The legacy, The legacy, And I say the legacy because the legacy only doesn't start at you playing. It started way beyond one of your best friends who even today there's trials going on. The legacy that you leave behind, how would you like South Africans to remember you for? More, yes, but the legacy
Yeah, no. Legacy but like Nishoguti, as a footballer with a God-given talent, every time I stepped on the field, I made sure I live every. And I used to tell the guys, let's sweat blood today. And most of the time you will see the other guys basaba to give their all. And I will have to carry all that weight by myself to say, you know what, we are not playing well today, but I'm not letting in any goal. And I'm going to make a save in every shot that I'll be facing. And I'm going to make people happy. Let me entertain them, because we are entertainers when we're on the field, but at the same time we are working. And working, we need to produce results, and we need to see a club for the success that they deserve. Because as a young boy from Venterstop, you came here, Ryan Baloyi in the best
Spider-Man
since 1991. Then I replaced him in 2004 when he left for Sundowns. So now Ushie gap. We understand that someone has to fill it up. to fill it in. And when I filled it in, remember, I'm still young, I'm coming from development, and then PY which is number 16. I'm like, yo, what Brian Baloyi did cannot be undone.
Mm.
So ngathi hayi mina ngicela ningi-edeleni another 16
Mm.
ebe u-32 ngiyicalele into yami
Freshness.
ngingacomparewa no-Brian Baloyi. But again, i-32 iphume ukuthi mangifika Chiefs under 13s for trials, I was the 32nd player to be signed on the day.
Oh,
So there's a story behind jersey
Okay.
number 32, and I'm happy ukuthi that's the legacy I've left. Ukuthi I've created my own number, and everywhere you go, driving emakasi, you see goalkeepers are wearing 32. Mawuthi uyabheka ku-PSL, mawudlala i-Nedbank Cup,
Yeah.
all those goalkeepers from lower divisions, because their games are hardly live on
yes,
TV.
yes.
You see goalkeepers wearing 32. And my phone is always busy. They send me
And
DMs.
it's by no chance which the teams are also 32.
Yes. So they send me DMs, these goalkeepers, asking for my clubs,
Yeah.
and I still have. I always give, but sekazophela angisho ukuthi ngivula ama-order ukuthi hey, Itu still has clubs.
My viewers ezazokulanda khululeka. You
Yeah.
spoke of something important, development in our football. I remember back in the days, Chiefs had to be, I think, was probably the best development structures.
Yes.
Our super sport.
Mm.
And it was not a lot of teams.
Mm.
How do you view it now? And I ask this because the follow-up question would be the state of not only the PSL football, but the knock-on to the national team. How do you view the state of development first?
Tina, when I joined Chiefs didn't have all the divisions. Under 13, we were wearing a different kit compared to the kit reserve side. Chiefs was only focusing on under 19s because we were already knocking by the doors of the first team.
Yeah.
And then generation 8, when I came for trials in 1999, there was Abo Jabu Mahlangu, there was Abo Gerald Sibeko, Kaiser Jr., Abo
Scapi.
Yeah, Abo Scapi Malatsi. So there's pictures that shows, and then Nati must figure Nati, we wanna get there. We wanna get to that level because they were wearing Kaiser Chiefs kit, Ekogwa first team.
Sure.
And in my very first picture that I shared, holding a Kaiser Chiefs poster, my older sister's hairband as a captain, Neskipa se total, se Reebok sakababa, and a short kapa.
Yeah.
Those are the kits they were using. Ngathi nami ngizibona lapha.
And now you're back in Kappa.
Yes,
Hey, it was a homecoming for
Uyabona.
Chiefs for Kappa.
So kushuthi ngibonela phambili.
Yeah.
So that picture is one of the most iconic pictures that I've shared. And okay, I thought maybe Kappa would have made me the ambassador, but you'll never know.
You never
Maybe
know,
it's coming because I'm the first one. Kappa.
Then we move on, fast forward to maybe AFCON 2023, where a lot of talk. Hey, there's no Chiefs players within Bafana. You'll forgive me, but we'll jump in and out to the national team and the teams because of you played both roles. Hey, abeka abadlali bekhosi lapha kuBafana siya AFCON, best finish in a couple of years, the bronze. That team not only espouses a Sundowns or a Pirates or a TS Galaxy, espouses the brand PSL football because that was a locally based team.
Yeah.
Uvers which are actually it is corner like that. And you was a computer that with the best on the continent.
It is corner in there's a lot of talented footballers in the country, but in Jengishokote, a lot of players need to come out of their shell. It's like abantu bayazifihla.
That's what you learn.
No, yenza ukuthi abantu they are scared to express themselves. Like this is God-given talent. Go show it to the world. Go brag about it. You know, that's the legacy you will leave. Ukuthi as in, I've reached my full potential. How many players have retired and they come up and say, I've never reached my full potential?
Yeah,
But you were given an opportunity. Go check their stats, how long they've been in the PSL and how many matches they've played. Because yonke into iqala nge-preparation.
Yeah.
Yonke into iqala at training. Yeah. So if someone comes to training and it doesn't take training serious, they say you train the way you play. Yeah. You play the way you train. So yonke into kumele ibe ku-same level. So you can't train like this and expect to perform like that. You can't train like that and expect to perform like that. Mele hambisana. So other players, and then the unfortunate part to go to just nowadays, players have a lot of distractions.
Mm.
Your social media players have invested with social media, so
Our likes,
they are
follow
not
me.
they are not footballers anymore. They are babizana.
Angazi na mina ngimdala mina bafana ngizazi nami lezi zinto yabona my 15-year-old daughter yena ngishela kathi
Influencers,
yabona ke
current players manje, they don't care about their footballing career. That's why ngisho ukuthi you go to Kaizer Chiefs. Itumeleng Khune was the last goalkeeper to play for Chiefs and Bafana
the national team.
and play 91 times for the national team and play more than 350 games for Chiefs in 20 years for first team.
Yeah.
You've had Bruce coming after me, whom we thought he's gonna follow in the footsteps because
and excel because he had some time with you.
I'm happy with you mentioned the fact that now there hasn't been a Kaizer Chiefs player in the national team. See, now we were taking our football career serious and we didn't have a lot of distraction. If we need to be with Facebook, then you put it there, you focus on your career, you do extra work. Remember, even nama distribution la ukhuluma ngawo bengipractice kuphi
backyard dustbin
toothpick bengiyibeka ngithi nje ngicela ukudla inyama ngithi hayi man le awuthi ngiyibeke la ngiza sinini ngicela ukudla ngithathe ifork ngibeke ifork. I used to be so crazy about football, but kids nowadays it's like they are not even bothered to go to Kaizer Chiefs produced a lot of great goalkeepers and players for the national team.
Chiefs is
and
a
now
brand.
There's no players. Why are they not bothered?
Chiefs as a brand is a big brand. I mean, well, and this is Lennox Yoguchi and supporter Pirates or Sundowns.
Now it's a fact.
It's a brand.
It's a fact.
And in Bafo, I think we always argue a lot with people. If Chiefs are not doing well within the PSL space, that means there's a problem with our
economy.
Economy.
Kaizer Chiefs is one of the teams that gets booked to go use the stadiums.
Yeah.
Where else other teams they go higher or rent
stadiums
to play goals. Yeah. So it goes to show you what the Kaizer Chiefs
as a brand. Yeah.
Born, it's the biggest institution in football in the country, in the continent of football, because they are doing business completely different to other teams.
Yeah.
So players need to realize that. Now we had that.
Yeah.
During our playing days, remember, Chiefs used to have 9 or 10 players for national team.
Standard.
We didn't have any distractions. National team was built around Kaizer Chiefs. Nathi sithole injalo. You had about Doctor, you had about Brian Balo, you had about Thabo Moki, you had about Neil Tove, you had about Lucas Khateb. The list goes on and on. It's historical. It's documented. Why are this current generation not looking back? What has Chiefs done for us, Tina players who are no longer playing? Because what you've invested during your playing days, it's what puts bread on your table after your playing days. We are booked left, right, and center. I was making an example in Malangeni. Mina no Shaba, we made ama Soccer Latuma cover page. Kick off for the last 3 years. My booya, we don't have any player that we can go interview to feature and rebrand or resell the magazine. They came to me. They came to me, but there's no any other player who can sell, who can market. You are the last generation to
and also Shaba is doing well. I mean, and I was following on the socials with Shaba. Some other people are having a go at him. Do you understand which Shaba? Small noise. Shaba is Spana. He's doing what he has to do.
He's with KEF, he's with FIFA.
And
because of what he did on the field. He scored the goal in a World Cup. Not only that, but people around the world, they remember him in a World Cup goal.
Yeah.
It was our plan when we were in our rooms.
Do you remember that game?
Yes.
Benkhala,
it came me on. But I couldn't hold the tears. That's how much I knew. That goal, it was orchestrated by Oban. Uyeye took the ball, gave to Kagiso Dikgasho, threw ball to Shaba, scored. We used to spend time together at camping, even nasema rooming. Siporegile will sit literally by
Ungitshela
the.
ukuthi already those tactics
No,
benwashaya
that's why ngisho ukuthi lozo zinto were planned. You
Yeah.
know, it's not something that just happened nje on Sivuka City Gents. We are playing Mexico today. Let's just go and sobona kwenzakalala. It was planned. Nompela used to communicate naye. Ukuthi Mpela mina mangibamba 101. You are pacey, you are tall, you have a body structure, you can just push. Go check the video in Mexico when the score was 1-1. He received the last kick of the match from me directly. Ngiyabeka ibhola phansi, he knew he had to make a run. I played that ball. We shy on left there, shy pale yaphuma, game yaphela. We used to talk, we used to plan.
And ngangihlezi lapha phezulu ngayibuka kanje. Ngangisanongena estate. Ngithi mangithi hey ngahlanga lapha malingelela goal but
So those are the kind of things that we used to do Tina. Anyway, go and look again with the AMA sponsors who they go for when they want someone to spread the message.
Yeah.
They go for our generation. Why is the current generation not worried? Why are they not bothered? Because Sasa, they would have played 15 years with PSL. They wouldn't have made 50 games. They wouldn't have made 10 caps Bafana
Bafana. You mentioned Shaba, you mentioned the World Cup, Mexico. Deja vu. Out in Mexico, same day to the day.
The 11th of June.
That Shaba moment.
Shaba. It's called Shaba Day now in South Africa.
Oh, that's Shaba Day.
We celebrate the 11th of June because it's Shaba's Day.
Yeah, our prospects at the World Cup, and with our prospect, look, I'm not basing it on our results at AFCON match. AFCON, Lulile, and these are two different competitions. The way you approach Ebola or tournament football is different. World Cup football is different to an AFCON football.
Very true.
What do we look forward to?
Now, I think Tina, we stand a chance of getting out of the group stage, but obviously the boys will have to be ready because it's the biggest stage in any football competition. And obviously a lot of them, they will be looking to get contracts overseas. They'll be looking at getting improved contracts here at home. So that's what used to drive us. To say the more we're on the field, the more we perform, our value goes up. That's why the lab about today, they have our numbers. They don't use them to say, what made you to be one of the best in the country?
You get
me. So now, I was told a lot of times, Itu, your time is up. Now it's our time. You can't tell me anything. There's the kind of attitude that we are faced with when we try to motivate this current crop of players. So that's why there's a lot that I've said, but what you do now, it will work for you later.
You reap what you sow.
Exactly. Chala, Sasa, udle the fruits, lezos jali. Because you can only do that on the field. Because everyone knows respect because you are the best news anchor in the business, one of the best. Now, when you look at me, you respect me because I'm one of the best goalkeepers in the country. So you have to,
and more than anything, it's about being the human being first. Because that's what I'm so disappointed. If Moch Konabak would say it's our time now.
Yeah,
Jan, there's nothing you could feel that you are better than somebody, but you're a human being first.
Exactly.
My job is my job.
But
being a human,
you've achieved what you've achieved. Now maybe there's a younger generation that's coming up. You were telling me about 23 years of experience with TV, 25 years of experience. Kaiser Chiefs play one-man club. How did you do it? Why did you stay? And was it the pressure that comes with wearing this patch? 25 years. Good club one. You achieve 91 caps. Why don't you, when as a youngster, but I can benefit a lot from that guy. And it's not like we are closing doors. Tinabanye, when we broke to the first team, unfortunately, we slung an gents. Tina, we were treated like this when we arrived here at the first team. So that means they were treating us the same. But mina I'm happy ukuthi babangiqinisa.
Yeah.
Because already we're saying leyo vision ukuthi
The mindset, which, yeah.
yeah. Then I would take anything and everything. But yenzeni ingikhulisile ingibeke phi amongst the best in the country.
So that much because I know you must go to Derby.
Yeah,
Derby is calling. The history. Let's wrap up the PSL. It's grown. It's come out well over the years.
Not too much.
Teams in and out coming. Back in the days, you used to have I don't say a bloated league. It's what 16 teams
16
now.
teams.
Is it more manageable? You're seeing a lot of money from the outside, a lot of sponsors, a lot of new teams.
Now, first of all, let's give credit where it's due. Dr. Ivan Koza, Dr. Kaiser Mutawu are the ones who are carrying the PSL, are the ones who are carrying South African football. And they are the ones who are making sure that footballers get paid well. And we also need to thank the sponsors who are investing heavily in football. And they must get return of investment. That's why we are here as former players to say, you know what, I used to play, now please use me in any campaign you want to use me on.
Yeah.
And it's not only one person or one company that made PSL what it is today. It's a team effort and everyone udlala a role.
And the one I put I'm a players from we've always had in the past foreign players coming. But you have players, whether it's South American, whether it's New Zealand,
PSL is one of the best
if
in the
the
world.
brand is good,
yes,
you get buy-in from outside.
You see,
athletes.
and teams are willing to spend because they can afford, and the sponsors are putting money to say whichever player you want from whichever country. You can go get that player. Tina will pump in money. You bring in that player. That player must add value to the PSL. And PSL is now attracting coaches from outside, top players from outside. And that's why it's where it is today.
And it's delivering local players outside the country as well.
Yeah, export.
Yazi sikhumula sport. Ngiyazi nje isiphila isikhathi. Akuzobuza umuntu odlala i-team udlala lezo dlala ne-Chiefs today. Mbokazi. In the MLS. What do you think of that boy? Was that a good move? And he was because of all local he shouldn't have moved to the US. But it's easy to sit on the outside and shout.
No, Leo, it's difficult to say whether it was the right time for him to move or not, whether it's a good league or not. Sometimes agents will tell you, Guti, if you want to go play in Barclays Premier League, you have to start somewhere. We understand. So for him being in the US, Manchester United will see that he's a top-class defender. And Ugopi is already in Europe. He has already adapted to the football, to the speed, to everything. And then it will be easier. But US, but US, as much as retirement league, it's been attracting players who are going towards retirement. But again, for Mbagazi, it's a good opportunity. And once Siyangezana was one of the defenders that was hammered. Mind you, Siyangezana vele ukudlala kuphi? Old Trafford against Manchester United. Siyangezana is a two-time champion manje Romania. He's a top defender.
He's loved to Ngezana. I wonder when you see those visuals.
So those are the boys abaphuma ezandleni zethu. People who were going out slowly. The boys took an opportunity to say, Itu, can I share a room with you? The boy was like, Itu, I need an advice. He never stopped asking me for advice, and I've given him. Itu, I just received a pay raise. Should I buy a brand new car or start with the property? Go for the property. Rather use the club transport. Don't go to buy a expensive car, but yet you don't have a house to stay in or rent a club. A club release. You can't sleep in the car. So Manje is a top player. I lobola before him. He did a white wedding before me. And now Manje, he called me. I think Tela ungipe am advice regarding marriage. And instead of me saying, hey man, I should be the one asking you because mina ngakadluli la udlule khona, mina ngibhadele ilobola, isikhathi sami sizoza ukuthi sokhala lili.
Shy step.
Brati, once we are ready sokutshela ukuthi thungisa.
Ufuna ukuthungisa shy step.
Sokutshela uthungisa.
The mom, we're going to the wedding, the mom. We're going to the wedding, mom.
But you see, Brati, into le is simple.
Yeah.
Go to the people who've traveled the road before you. Nathi sile kubo Brand Baloyi.
Yeah.
I surpassed to Brand Baloyi. I broke all his records.
And I don't think he's sour about it.
He is still my role model.
Exactly.
I always say,
Yeah.
that's the guy who inspired really to be what I am today. And we speak on the phone, we meet. Namanje sodlala a Legends game on the 29th of
I had
next
him
month.
on game day the other week as well. So
he'll be my goalkeeper coach nalap.
So
I was a student, he was my teacher. Now tables have turned, but there's still that respect.
More than thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
As Vaili say about let's see. The highs. It was highs in this illustrious careers. Or maybe let's start with the low. Any lows, this illustrious career of yours?
No.
And then you sit back and you're like, ish, yeah, ne?
No, my lows has always been injuries. After I've turned 30, after I've played so many games, I would have wanted, because I was chasing Dr. Kumalo's record.
Yeah.
But I'm injured. I was shy to a point that I couldn't reach that record. But because when it comes to ama highs, I think for a goalkeeper, I've done enough to say I made goalkeeping fashionable, and I will claim that. Because before I started playing, goalkeepers were not recognized. Goalkeepers were not winning man of the match. Goalkeepers were not nominated for Football of the Year, Player of the Year. But as soon as we took the field, myself and my late friend, Senzo Meiwa, may his soul rest in peace, it's what we told ourselves at the age of 15 to say, when I get to you at Pirates, I'm at Chiefs, you love Okpara, I love Brand Baloyi. As soon as they step aside, retire, we have to take goalkeeping to a whole new different level. And we did exactly that. Noma besihlangane eThaneleni before every game. Noma besihlangane go under 20, under 23, bafana camp. We will say, let's give the fans a good show. Shy saving a link, shy saving a last. We used to love when we hear the crowd singing our names. And we were able to change goalkeeping. And those were my highs because I've ticked all the boxes. There's no trophy I haven't won. Others have won 3 times, 4 times. As a goalkeeper, I used to beat infield players. So I change goalkeeping.
When we go to these PSL awards, I best without
goal scoring.
Imagine up you're supposed to write a script. But
no, but that's how focused our generation was. Unlike the current generation. I'm honest. There's a lot of distraction in today's life. And all this, if you want to perform to your best, at some point, 2008, I think we lost the final to Pirates at FMB, MTN8, when Manyisa hit me with the long range.
Yes.
As soon as I got to the changing room, I took my phone, I was looking at the comments. People were swearing at me. I deleted my app. And I was like, this is a distraction I don't want. I need to go back, regroup. But the more I keep on opening these apps, people are swearing at me. Unfortunately, the position I was at, I couldn't swear back. I'm the captain of the club, I'm the captain of the national team. I couldn't swear back. Then I was like, the only thing to do, and the easiest, is to delete the apps. And I deleted because I was like, I'm used to people praising me. I'm used to people giving me my flowers. But now, we just lost MTN8 final. 8 million gone. Bragging rights gone. Now people are expressing themselves in a way that I'm not used to.
Was it a time of growth? Did that maybe take that and say, ish, there's the growth path as well?
Yeah, no. I zanga easy. njengisho ukuthi it had to take that one game ukuthi ngibone ukuthi people can turn against you any given time.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, I don't need to really read too much into comments. So now I have retired. I'm not playing. But what I do, I just post, I put my phone there. Or I give my kids my phone. They play their games on my phone.
Yeah.
Then I just go check, 20,000 likes, because for Tina, that's what brings bread
That's
on
bread
the
and
table,
butter
man.
now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have 1.2 million followers? Okay, if we give you 10,000 and say, please share on your Instagram, the post will be seen by 1.2 million. So we are pushing our numbers, but unfortunately, comments, it's not like before where you have to be excited.
Yeah.
Just have to push your numbers up because it's what puts bread on the table.
I'll tell you what puts bread on this table. Our viewers. Watch out for this one. Beyond Game Day, unfortunately. We have to call it a day on this episode. Do catch us again. We'll try and bring you more big hitters like Itumeleng Khune, the Bafana legend, Kaizer Chiefs legend, is now going off to the derby. I hope he's not going to be crying this afternoon.
No.
I think
now the boys are going to make us proud. They're going to make us proud, definitely. Chiefs win 2-1.
Chiefs win 2-1. You heard it from the legend himself. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on Beyond Game Day. Until the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.